What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Owie, and today I'm going to be reviewing Prey.
I know how to survive. Whatever did this, I can kill it.
Now, Prey is a prequel movie in the Predator series, and Prey is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, and the story centers around Naru, played by Amber Midthunder, a young member of the Comanche tribe, and Naru is eager to prove herself as a proficient warrior and hunter, and in doing so, she finds herself in the ultimate battle against an otherworldly and deadly predator. Now, with all that said, I would also like to say that Prey is the second best Predator movie in the series. I enjoyed the hell out of this film. I thought it was a really good movie, and it was kind of a combination of the first Predator movie mixed with The Revenant and Apocalypto, which that's a damn good combination to have. And I respect the fact that this franchise decided to go back in time and have the Predator fight a more primitive version of humans. I thought the execution was almost perfect. I liked it a lot. It's the X factor that this movie has compared to the other Predator movies. And I also found it really interesting how this movie introduced us to this Comanche tribe, their way of life, and their culture. I enjoyed all that. I also enjoyed our main character, Naru, played by Amber Midthunder, which that's a badass name in itself. We really didn't have to give this actress a made-up name. You could have left the main protagonist name as Amber Midthunder, and that would have worked for me. But I enjoyed her character a lot. She was great in this movie. I liked her acting. She was believable, and she wasn't the strongest member of the tribe, but she was very crafty. She really knew how to use her surroundings, and she learned from her mistakes. That's what I liked about the growth and progression of her character, is she wasn't just good at everything and succeeding at every time. She messed up a lot, she got her ass kicked a lot, but she would learn and eventually overcome. So I enjoyed Amber Midthunder and her character of Naru. And we really don't spend any other time with other characters in this movie other than maybe Naru's brother, Tabe, played by Dakota Beavers. He's a really good character. I enjoyed his character a lot. He was a badass. He was a great fighter, and I also enjoyed his chemistry and his relationship with Naru. They sort of had a sibling rivalry, but at the end of the day, you could tell that Tabe really cared about her. He always had her back. He could see the potential that she had, so I enjoyed them. So yeah, there's really not a lot of interesting human characters in this movie. There is a group of French explorers and hunters that seem to know a bit more of what's going on around them than our main characters, so I would have liked to delve a little deeper and get the perspective of these French explorers and how they knew more about what was going on. I would have liked to know a little bit more about them, but other than that, I thought the cast did a great job. I mean, the other main character of this movie is the Predator. We get to spend a lot of time with the Predator. I liked his introduction and how he gets to explore this world. I kind of feel like we're exploring this planet with the Predator, and his goal is just to hunt the toughest, meanest things on this earth, and that's his motive. So I liked what they did with the Predator. He had some really cool fight scenes, some really great gadgets, including a badass shield that was able to morph and do things. That was pretty damn cool. He didn't have the famous plasma shoulder cannon that had aimbot. He didn't have that, but he had some pretty cool gadgets nonetheless. And man, I gotta give it to some of these Comanche warriors and hunters. Some of them were able to stand toe-to-toe in a melee battle against the Predator, which made for some cool choreographed fight scenes, and there were some great action set pieces in this movie as well. So I enjoyed the action. I thought it was well written, well executed. I mean, it had me engaged the whole movie. And that fight scene in the trailer where you see the Predator fight a bear, that plays out a lot longer in the movie, and it was probably my favorite part of the film because we get to have our human characters introduced to the Predator, and just the fact that the Predator is fighting a grizzly bear, that was badass. I mean, this movie takes its time introducing the audience to this world. I mean, our human characters don't have an engagement with the Predator until an hour into the movie, but I was never bored. I enjoyed exploring the world of Prey. I enjoyed the wilderness. I enjoyed the locations, and what also made this movie work so well is that majority of this movie was filmed on location in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I gotta say, there were some beautiful settings that made for interesting set pieces. So I enjoyed all that, and I also appreciated that most of the effects in this movie were practical. And there's also a lot of Easter eggs in this movie that pay homage to the previous Predator films. You might catch it in Prey, but there's also some cringy dialogue that took me out of it sometimes, where they're trying to, recreate scenes from the original Predator movie. We didn't need all that. This movie was good enough on its own that we didn't need old dialogue just to, have fan service. But other than that, this movie surprised the hell out of me. It's a solid action movie. It's not as good as the first original Predator movie, but it's a damn good movie nonetheless. So I'm gonna have to rate Prey. I'm gonna give it 4 O's out of 5. Alright everybody, that's my review of Prey. Post down in the comment section below of what you thought of Prey. What would you rate it? Where would you rank it amongst the Predator movies? That includes the abysmal Alien vs. Predator movies as well. So, like I said, this would be my second favorite Predator movie. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure you smash that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe to my channel as well, and I will see you all next time. See ya! Alright everyone, so I'm in the middle of editing my Prey review, and I noticed I forgot to mention the dog in this movie, Shari or Sherry, whatever the dog's name was. It was such a cool dog. So to make up for that, here's some bonus footage of my dog, Jackson, who was watching the movie with me. He was just engaged in the film just as much as I am, so here's some bonus footage with my boy Jax. There you go, I'm making up for not mentioning the dog, so don't get mad at me.
Find whatever left those tracks. I can't see.
It's a good movie, huh, Jax? He loves it.